Derek and AB have a podcast. Like and subscribe.
So the other day I was just sitting around thinking, if you've been deaf your entire life, okay, when you fart, do you know it's making a noise?
Yeah, because
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there sign language for farting? You know,
I don't know, but I was watching, those little YouTube videos where the guy had the pooter.
Yeah.
And somebody just kept not hearing him, and it just made me think. Well, what about if he was deaf? If you were deaf for real, do you even know when it's making a noise?
Yeah.
I guess maybe growing up, somebody probably tells you or laughs at you or whatever.
Yeah, I guess so. I wonder if deaf people think like when we yawn, they were like yelling.
Good thought. I don't know, man.
I don't know any deaf folks. I do know a blind folks, a friend of mine, Justin, and he is a really cool guy. I love him to death, and it is amazing that he can play the drums. He can play the drums way better than I can. Hell, he can play the drums way better than most people I know. He is super awesome.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, I'm sure he's just got a certain skill for it, but it's also because he don't see, so he can hear, and it's like amplified kind of, you know what I mean?
Oh, he can hear really, really good. We were in the middle of a bookstore / venue about to play. There's so many people in there. It is noises. I don't know what. All I can hear is just people talking and mumbling. And he's like, what is that noise? And he's pointing. I'm like, what is what noise? He's like, right over there. And we look, and a friend of mine finally found on top of the bookshelf one of those, these little water fountains that you put on the table or the counter.
Yeah.
I guess it's got a battery in it, and you pour a little water, and it just pumps the water. Well, it had gave out of water, so it's just over there on that bookshelf, grinding, just making this noise. None of us hear, but damn, he couldn't hear it. He pointed right at it. We walked right over to it and got it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Back in the day, this is how baseball players used to play duck hunt.
No matter how much you push the envelope, it remains stationary.
Fun fact.
In 1979, Phil Necro led the league in wins with 21, and he led the league in losses with 20, all in the same season.
Do you know who Sammy Sosa is?
Yeah, I do. I remember who he was.
Right. Do you think maybe he's kin to Michael Jackson?
Me, it sure look like it might be kin.
I mean, I don't know what happened to him. Now, I do know what happened to him. He did the same thing Michael Jackson did, or he's got the same disease. I think he did the same thing. I don't think it's a disease. They've done something to their skin.
Yeah, that's been discussed if it's a disease or some sort of health issue, or it's a man with a lot of money and paying doctors or whatever to do something to him.
I think he's doing it himself.
I know when I saw a picture of him, he did not look like himself.
No, that was crazy.
He did not look like the baseball card I have. It's a big difference.
He looked more like Mark McGwire.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to think about that for a second, but yes, he did look more like Mark McGwire. That was crazy, man. What if white folks started doing that? They get so rich and they get so much money, they're like, you know what? I just ain't dark enough. And they go to like an ultra tanning bed salon where it's like they really crank up the tanning bed.
All right, I got the Mount Rushmore of NFL quarterbacks. All right, up there on the Mount Rushmore, I got Brett Favre, a great champion, many MVPs. Also up there with Brett Favre is Joe Montana. I mean, Joe Montana was super cool under pressure, one of the best champions around. Also up there, you got Patrick Mahomes. Heck, he's still active. He's adding to his legacy and already on Mount Rushmore. And last but not least, the man considered the GOAT right now, Tom Brady. 7 Super Bowl rings.
The Mount Rushmore of home run hitters. I don't know who you would pick, but I tell you one guy that would go on my list, and that'd be Mark McGwire. Now, I remember when I was young collecting baseball cards, I would collect everybody. I mean, both the Jose Canseco's and Mark McGwire. One thing about Mark, he was just as good, if not the best, of all of them at hitting home runs. I mean, the dude could knock the ball as far as you could see. So he's definitely going to my Mount Rushmore. And, of course, you know, you got the legend, Babe Ruth. I mean, come on. Call it out. We hitting this one out of the park today, baby. He's going on the Mount Rushmore for sure. And come on now, Hank Aaron, he's a legend. There's so much you can say about him. He's definitely going on the Mount Rushmore of home run hitters. I wish I could go back in them days and watch the games with that dude in it for sure. And I'm going to say probably going up at the top. And I know there's a lot of problems going around with the guys back in them days, especially the boys with the big guns, you know, steroid use. But Barry Bonds, I mean, that man can knock a ball probably from here to China. So Barry Bonds is definitely going on the Mount Rushmore of home run hitters.
Someone said that this looks like the squirrel from Ice Age, and now I can't unsee it.
DDP and Lex Luger have been working out together. You know, Lex Luger has had some kind of problems. I've heard him talk about it. He was on the plane and he turned around. He don't really remember if that's what happened, but he just all of a sudden had a sharp pain.
Yeah.
And then he's basically been paralyzed. They told him it would just be head and shoulders his whole life. But somehow or another, he's been able to stand up, walk a little bit, move his feet a little bit, drive. And now he's working with DDP, and you know, DDP's helped Buff Bagwell, Scotty Riggs, Butterbean, Scott Hall, Jake the Snake, and many other regular people.
Yeah.
So, you know, fingers crossed that Lex Luger gets a little better.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I saw a little bit of the footage, and you could tell he's damn sure trying, man. You know, just you got to start somewhere, and you know, Dallas is starting out just doing chair exercise just to get you moving and stuff, your neck, your shoulders and stuff. And it's tragic, man, to see someone get like that. I mean, Lex Luger, I mean, he was one of the biggest muscular wrestlers around. You know, the total package boy. He was just really, really in shape, and you know, it's sad to see someone go down like that. Just basically, like you said, paralyzed.
Yeah, and Lex Luger had mentioned that I think earlier he had worked with DDP a little bit, but quit. And he saw what happened with Butterbean and got back with him. So.
Yeah, that's good. He got some motivation to get back to it and start back working on it. You know, Dallas, he's worked, like you said, he's worked with a lot of people, and hopefully he can get him some help, even if he's not going to just be up walking around every day, just to get out of that chair and to move and to stand up, you know, every little bit and be a step forward. Dogs can't operate MRI scanners, but cats can.
What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of Guess the Celebrity's Age. I guess the age, Alexa lets me know what's up. All right, the first celebrity we have is Tony Hinchcliffe. From Kill Tony, he's a famous comedian. Let's see, I know he's probably not 50. He's probably in his 40s. I'm gonna say Tony Hinchcliffe is 41. Alexa, how old is Tony Hinchcliffe?
From FresherSlive.com, Tony Hinchcliffe, born on June 8, 1984, is a 39-year-old American comedian who has left an indelible mark on the world of comedy.
I was only 2 years off. All right, our next celebrity is Orville Redenbacher. I guess this is how old would he be? I'm going to say Orville Redenbacher would be 124 years old? Alexa, how old would Orville Redenbacher be if he hadn't died?
From Answers.com, Orville Redenbacher would have been 88 years old at the time of death, or 108 years old today.
108. Okay. I was 16 years old. He's a little older. I thought he was a little older. The next celebrity is Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, current WWE Heavyweight Champion. I feel like he's early 40s also. Heck, he might not be 40. Let's go, he's Tony Hinchcliffe's age. Let's say Cody Rhodes is 39. Alexa, how old is Cody Rhodes?
Cody Rhodes is 39 years old.
Boom. Got one. Alright, the next celebrity is Caitlin Clark. Alright, this is what I know about her. She just got out of college. Okay, so it's going to be 22 or 23, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to say she's 22. Alexa, how old is Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark is 22 years old and was born on January 22nd, 2002.
Alright, so I'm getting some right today. Alright, the last one is Babe Ruth. How old would he be? I'm going to say 109. No, 119. $115. Alexa, if Babe Ruth were still alive, how old would he be today?
As of December 30th, 2024, Babe Ruth would be 129 years old.
So I said 115. I was 14 off.
Okay, Derek, I got a question for you. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Have we talked about this before?
I don't think so. I remember hearing about it though. We might have mentioned it, but we never really even got into it. But is a hot dog a sandwich?
By the definition of sandwich, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, but by my definition, it's not.
Yeah, I would say it's not, but I guess by the definition, and I don't know the definition, but I guess if the definition is a piece of meat and some stuff between two pieces of bread, I mean, I guess the bun folds over. I guess it could be, but I wouldn't call it a sandwich.
If I was in my other building, we'd ask Alexa, but she's not too loud in here, so maybe I'll just put up the definition. Force, but basically for me, a sandwich is two pieces of white bread with stuff in the middle.
Right. None of that wheat bread crap.
Well, I guess that would pass, but loaf bread.
Yeah.
Not a bun, not a hamburger bun, not a hot dog bun.
Right. No, I wouldn't call it that. Look, did you see, I don't know if you watched this guy, what's his name? Anyway, I'll tell you what the video is. He's sitting there, and he always does these videos, shorts and reels, and it makes it look like he's actually there. But anyway, this lady's at the baseball game. She takes her hot dog weenie out of the bun, wipes it off with a napkin, sticks it in her beer. He's looking like, what is she doing? She takes it out of the beer, sticks a straw through it, pulls the straw out, and it pulls out that little section of meat. Now she sticks the weenie in the beer, and that's the straw.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Oh, man, white people.
Well, to be frank, I'd have to change my name.
They say money talks. All mine does is goodbye.
So true. So true. Welcome to the segment, What Did You Expect? What did you expect? What did you expect? What did you expect?
Do you need help? You need help?
What did you expect?